Hello everyone, Jasmine here. So I wanted to share some of the deck pairings that I've been into recently. So this is gonna be Oracle and Tarot decks. So I want to start off with this pair, Oracle of the Radiant Sun and the Unveiled Tarot. Now I love how the colors in this deck play off of each other. I also love how dynamic they are together. There's just a ton of movement, a lot of imagery to get into, a lot of just interesting things to notice. So smaller spreads are really great with this combination because you get a lot of visual to get into. There's a lot of information about just astrology, and I love using this deck in that way to pick out what kind of energy is present, what kind of events are likely to happen because of this present energy. I only recently got this deck, so I've still been learning how it functions and how it reads, so I'm not like a pro at it yet, or I haven't had enough experience with it yet, but so far it has been fun using it. I'm sorry. I have been using it, well, I've used it to do week ahead predictions, and that has been certainly fun. I forgot to show you guys the Unveiled Tarot. I am in love with this deck. In love with this deck. It is so beautiful. Comes with a little tiny guidebook. Well, tiny as in thin, but I don't mind that at all because it really helps you to use your intuition a lot. But they give you a little bit of information, and I do love the information that they provide for interpretation. It's beautiful. But also the packaging, can we get into that? These are like the images on the cards. I love the packaging by this company. Amazing. But this is the backs. Beautiful. These are the cards side by side. Okay, I'm like now getting into making video content, so I'm sorry if I'm bad at this, but these are the cards, and I love how the colors, I just love how the colors play off of each other. This is certainly a thick, like you get a lot of cards. It's about 80 cards, I believe, in this deck. So it's about the same size as a standard deck. So you have a lot to play with in terms of like pairings and whatnot. Should I put this up a bit? Is that better? Yeah, in terms of pairings and whatnot. And I think they're great for like one card pulls because of just how dynamic it is. Like this Mars in Cancer with Quarrel and the Ace of Wands at 4th house, so it's likely that there's something that's gonna happen in the home. Somebody's gonna be really wound up or really fired up about something, and it results in a quarrel, perhaps in the home or between family members. Yeah. Then we have the Two of Cups with the Moon in Sagittarius, optimism, and it's the 9th house. So I would read that as probably an emotional connection with somebody that is outside of your culture or your usual belief systems or your religious beliefs. Well, you twist it in so many different ways. Oops. Shifty one. And I love how there is the inner box in this tarot deck, and then we have like the outer image. Like, it's so nuanced. I feel like you can get so much out of it, especially if there's something that you focus on specifically. For example, like, if when you look at this image, the first thing you notice is the fighting all around, and you don't really notice the good energy on the inside. You might immediately zap to the negative energy. And paired with Jupiter in Capricorn for control, the 10th house, there could be a need for care taken for one's public image, or care taken in areas where you are really exposed to the public. You might have to learn how to stay in this sphere of control even when things around you are chaotic, and that is how you would achieve some form of gain with the Jupiter. If you learn to control or manage yourself in situations that are a bit chaotic, like finding the good even in the chaos is where you could hopefully find, like, if it was a career question, like, that's where you could find abundance in your career. It could be staying diplomatic. It's just staying on good terms with the people that you may bicker with sometimes, or you guys may have differing opinions. It's necessary to stay in control in that environment. Oh, this is a nice one. Saturn in Scorpio, inheritance, the eighth house with the Ace of Pentacles. So this would make me think that, for example, if somebody was asking about their career, or if I was asking about my career, I will have an opportunity to earn money, probably working with somebody else, or somebody is likely to give me some amount of money, or working in scorpionic areas or working on scorpionic areas could be where I could achieve some tangible change. For example, if I were an entrepreneur, well, I am an entrepreneur, but as an entrepreneur, you could maybe get into a business with somebody, or do a project that involves another person, and you could hope to see some growth or something coming in through that. Or in some more morbid situations, inheritance, maybe someone passed and you inherited money. Ooh, this is nice too. Mercury in Aquarius with originality in the 11th house, and we have the 7 of Pentacles. So this makes me think about when you have like this new, never thought of before idea, something that is just completely out of the realm of what is normal in your environment. Things like that could take a while for people to, you know, get on board with the 11th house. You could be really pioneering something that, though it may take some time to grow, because of its originality, you're gonna find support from community. So yeah, really dynamic way of reading with this deck, with these two decks together, gives you a lot of food for thought. And I just noticed something else, like with the gears in the head and then all these angles in this head, it's like people will be able to see the process behind the scenes, you know. People, they didn't get this star. They were not tapped into the star of an idea, this message that came to you. So you could have already, you know, advanced mentally with this idea, but it's not matching up with the reality, because as much as it is like something that is just so original and so groundbreaking, it does take some time for things to, you know, grow and catch on. Yeah, so fun combination. So happy that I decided to put these two decks together. I think I got them around the same time. So yeah, I got them in the same time. So they've been so much fun, and I can't wait to play with them more. I should be doing a pick a card reading soon with this pair, messages from your inner child. So that will be fun, and I hope that somebody out here also is interested in these two decks. I hope that you found something fun here. I don't know if I showed the back. I don't think I did. Yeah, and they don't have all of the planets in this deck. They stop up to Saturn, I believe. Yeah, they stop up to Saturn because they use an older system of astrology, which I don't mind, to be honest, because I can superimpose, you know, the different astrological systems and means of thinking about it. So I just love that I got the deck, because I am an astrology fiend, and it makes me incredibly happy to have an oracle deck that has astrological meanings embedded in them, because I love looking for the astrology and everything. So that helps with that layer in my readings. Okay. Next, I want to get into the Spheres of Heaven Tarot and the Loputyn Oracle. Now this is really NSFW, so I don't know how this is gonna work, but I love using it personally. I haven't done any readings for anyone with this combination, I think, aside from myself. But this is a pip deck. The Spheres of Heaven Tarot is a pip deck. I know some people might not be into that, but I am totally into that. I love reading with pips. I feel like it helps with my intuition. It really helps with you know, gleaning meaning without needing to rely on the imagery, because the imagery isn't always gonna match with the situation, you know. So I love hearing my little intuitive pings, and this deck follows a different system than RWS. I think they used a combination of different systems, like the Marseille, other stuff. I know that it's a combination, so I tend to enjoy using the guidebook with this deck to get whatever messages rather than using the traditional RWS meanings, because this deck does speak a little bit differently. So I love that though. I love reading. I love the guidebooks. I know a lot of people are not really into the guidebooks, but I love it. I love using the guidebooks, especially for my personal readings, because I feel like I'm having a conversation and getting a response. So yes, and these are the backs. It's an Ouroboros. I love it. So pretty. I love the color palette. I love the art of this deck. This is the Loputyn. Let me just put this to the side. These are the backs. So you see the colors match, and that's why I love using these two together, because of how well the colors match. Understand? It's not much going on. Yeah, I love that it's this color palette. So pretty. I'm just obsessed with the art of this deck. I think I'm gonna do like half and half. Oh yeah, that works really nice. I should bring it more to the center though. We're so crooked. Oh yeah. The book, we have several languages in the book. Have some spreads. I love this guidebook. The messages in this guidebook are insane. They call you out. I don't know who. Oh, Alice Mastrolio. The messages really call you out, and I love that. Like, this is such an insightful oracle deck. Blah blah blah. I do want to get into the images. I need to check if I can show this first. Okay, this is fine. This first image is fine. Let me take a sneak peek. Okay, we have some calm images because there's a lot of nudity in this deck. So yeah, this is why I really prefer to use it for myself. But let's flip this over. Oh, I just love the colors. So pretty. So pretty. My cat messed up this card. So funny that it's right here. When I literally, as soon as I got the deck, my cat demolished this card. And yeah, so it's just that's just how it is. But so pretty. Well, since I like using the guidebooks for these two decks, I'm not gonna really try to get into like how I would read them, because I would literally be sitting down flipping and reading, because they're for my personal use. Of course, I do tend to use the deck intuitively because I understand it to an extent, but I just love the messages that I get. Should I put this out of frame? So it's like too much going on for the eyes. This is a really red color for this combination. Let me make sure this one's yeah. Not sure if it's safe for that, but there's also another deck that I really love using with this oracle because of the colors. Look at how beautiful that art is. Wow. I feel like I got an intuitive message from that. Like how much people can take advantage of your kindness and how self-sacrificing it can be to be that kind. Oh, this one is a bit vulgar. Should I skip it? Yeah, I'll go to that one. See how much movement there is going on there? Maybe like this pressing urge to right what has been wrong, or this pressing urge to return balance or justice to a situation. A reunion. And emotions bursting. You see the rain, the water. Oh, love that. Love that. I love how like calm and soothing the imagery is. Like how they complement each other in that regard. Like the imagery is really soft, not too harsh. It flows really well. I do want to do the other deck that I like to pair with the Loputyn Oracle. So that was the Spheres of Heaven Tarot. Okay, so my Ethereal Visions, Lunar Edition, stunning holographic gilding. This deck with Loputyn is top tier. Stunning. Beautiful. In my opinion, in my humble opinion. I think it's because of the holographic nature of it and how it has like this purplish hue in a lot of the cards. Ooh. I don't know if I can show that. Okay. That's interesting. Wow. Wow. Getting consumed by, and do you see how, wow, getting consumed by the passion. You have to learn to control your passions, or you let them consume you, let them eat you up. Wow. We have another Ace of Cups and Knight of Cups combination. We just had that, right? Ace of Cups and the Knight of Cups. Oh, this is a little bit vulgar. I think I should cover it. I love the green. Wow. This is one of my favorite cards in the deck. Curious, she's curious about where she is, where she should go next. Oh, this is from the girl in the previous one. She was bitten. Learning to put your life back together after being hurt. Learning how to exist again. The colors aren't the best. Together, I'm realizing now. So yeah, I might not. There was this one card that looked really, really good with it. Okay. That was Loputyn and the Luna edition. I don't think I'm as into that one as I was into the Spheres of Heaven, but they're still beautiful together. I think the art style really complement each other, and I think the messages would be really insightful as well. And then, last but certainly not least, these two babies. As you can see, this deck is beat up because this is my baby. This is my love. And they are just so stunning together. So stunning together. Oh wait, I should show I didn't even show the guidebook for the last one. So these both have like a really vintage feel, vintage look to them. Really in love with that, because I don't know, I've been feeling the vintage vibe lately, and I just find them so stunning. I've used this, since they're like similar size, I've used this in a specific way, so I'm just gonna pull some cards and show you how I would lay out spread. Okay. I think I'm just gonna do the normal way because that's way too much work to consistently do. In the center. Well, it's probably not gonna be perfectly centered because wow, starting over with the Wheel of Fortune, there's a shift in the tide, something new is gonna come around. Wow, this is a nice combination to see in a reading at least. Interesting combination. Stressed about being productive. Need to calm down. Wow. You know that it's time for something to end. Why are you avoiding it? You know it. Able to really make things work. Could literally make lemons out of lemonade. That type of vibe. It's like the Hanged Man. Hesitant to move forward. Hiding. I love how vintage they are. And how it gives you like a new perspective because you have the animals. There are certain messages associated with the greenery as well. And in this one, if you know about plants, the colors just work well together for me. This would look really nice with the, yeah, I was just gonna say it would look nice with one of the Wands card. It would look nice with like the Queen of Wands or the King of Wands. And I love that they both have plant elements. Oh, this is nice with the blues. You'll find luck if you just pause. Just pause, and you might notice something. That's funny. Be careful with your choices. Oh, that's so beautiful. Together. Yeah. That was those two together. Love, love, love that combination. I tend to either read with this intuitively or with the guidebook. I can alternate really easily because of the keywords, and then if I want some more additional information, I would go to it. So let's find that. I like to read both of these, both the upright and reversed, since I don't read with reversed, so I just take it as the polarity. These are especially important with the questions. I love those questions because it helps you get a new layer to look at things from. And this artist is supposed to be coming out with a tarot deck later this year, and I'm hoping to snag that because to pair it with this would be phenomenal. I would absolutely love that. So hopefully I get the chance to get my hands on that. But yeah, I love these two together. They're just so, they just fit each other so well, so perfectly. I may do another video with pairings, maybe when I purchase some more decks. I do also have a few more pairings that I could show. I just need to pair them up actually, because I have a few decks that I don't pair with anything. But yeah, that was all of them that I have for you today. I hope that you enjoyed. I hope this was fun, and I hope you found a new deck that you want to buy.